price to rebuild I-40 after Hurricane Helene just jumped by $900 million on the North Carolina side. It's a drastic increase from the estimate that we heard last summer. 10 News reporter Lauren Levitt checked in with transportation leaders here in East Tennessee and in Western North Carolina, and she explains the costs and the timeline for when that connection will be fully reopened. Lauren?
Shay, I took a tour of the North Carolina site last August. Back then, the estimate was around $1 billion. Now it's around $2 billion. NCDOT says though costs have changed, they're becoming more and more confident in the estimates. Crews have made a lot of progress on the North Carolina side of Interstate 40 since last summer.
On one side of the river is a borrow site. A new bridge, a temporary bridge, has been installed across the river, and that leads to 2 crusher plants as well as a concrete plant. In addition to that, the causeway has extended all the way from the double tunnels out to the state line.
David Uchiyama with NCDOT says those aren't the only changes. The estimated cost for the project has now increased by $900 million.
So how and why did it rise so much? There is more geological information available now that was not available beforehand. And that includes the safest and best long-term measures include digging deeper into the bedrock. That makes things a little more expensive, but that also means things will last a lot longer.
Making things last longer is important. As he says, they're essentially rebuilding the interstate from scratch.
What is happening now and what will be happening for the next several years will be a substantial reinforcement of the existing mountainside. What this will do is that it will ensure I-40 will remain in place for several generations.
Here in Tennessee, Mark Nagy with TDOT says while North Carolina seemed to get more damage, there's still a lot of work that has to happen on this side.
There's actually 7 separate sections on the eastbound side of the roadway closer to the river that saw different levels of damage. So work continues on those sections. We are rebuilding the roadway there. We are restabilizing that slope, and it is a long and arduous process.
But also one that's less expensive compared to our neighbors at $245 million. I-40 construction is set to finish in Tennessee by the fall of next year. And on the North Carolina side, it'll be the end of 2028. Both transportation leaders say while you can still travel one lane in each direction, there are other routes drivers can take as well. Shay.
All right, Lauren, thank you.